Hello and welcome to Business Connect's Meet the Member interview series. Don't know if we're live or not yet. Is this thing working? Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Wilner, and welcome to the Business Connect's Meet the Members series. Today is Friday, April 16th, 2021. Business Connects is a business networking company originated in Edison, New Jersey, with currently 8 chapters throughout Central Jersey and virtually online using the power of Zoom. And thank you, StreamYard, for making this functionality possible so that we can live stream and get the word out about our members on Facebook and YouTube. It is just wonderful. So, if you're looking for networking for your company, whether you are part of a corporation, whether you're a solopreneur, or whether you are involved in network marketing, Business Connects would love to meet you. You can find us on our website, businessconnectsnj.com. And we have some outdoor in-person events that we are taking part of that are coming up soon, but I'll let you know all about that later. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my guest today, Rebecca Strub of Strub Law, and we're going to have some fun actually talking about something that some may not consider fun, but it's super, super important. So without further ado, let's bring Rebecca in. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course, so nice to see you. So I'm not sure if we are, if you're watching, guys, it seems like we have some Facebook connectivity issues. Could you just drop us a note if you're watching us live or if you're watching us on the replay? Social media technology, it's always a challenge. So, all right, so let's have some fun and let's get to know Rebecca, and then we can talk about business. Okay, so I have a feeling I have the answer to a couple of these questions. Rebecca, are you a Jersey Shore or Poconos kind of gal?
Jersey Shore. I like it.
Very nice. Okay, so no shoveling. You much prefer like the summer weather.
Yeah.
Who likes snow shoveling? Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay. A favorite book?
The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield.
Okay. So is that about art or something else?
It's really more about sort of the war, an internal war that artists have. He's a novelist, and he talks about how like the self-doubt or the questions or kind of like the little gremlins can sort of, affect you. And as a novelist, he could spend the whole day being like, I'm gonna write, and he talks about sort of like his process for sitting down and writing. And I think it's applicable for anybody who's a small business person like myself, to learn how to deal with that and to sit down and do the work.
Yeah, and there's a lot of work to be done, that's for sure. Okay. Fruits or vegetables?
Vegetables.
And speaking of vegetables, there was a great farmer's market in your town for a while. Is it still there without saying where you are?
Yes, it is starting next week. Oh, fantastic. So everybody, if you're just joining us now, we're on the Business Connects Meet the Members interview series with Rebecca Strub of Strub Law. And we're going to talk about wills and estate planning and how to prepare your family for the inevitable and how to protect your family. Here in New Jersey, as the Garden State, we have lots of farmers markets, and one nearby. So check them out and support our farmers. Okay, so
Favorite music? Do you have a favorite music?
Sort of kind of whatever's popular on the radio is what I like. It's really funny though, because my kids are listening to some of the songs that I listened to in high school. Like they'll ask Alexa to play, I Will Be There For You, the Bon Jovi song or whatever.
Right.
And I'll be like, but that was, so it's fun though.
Yeah. We ask like Springsteen or Bon Jovi, but I know you didn't grow up in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, no.
So that's why I didn't ask you that question. We have there's a little bit of rivalry. Are you this or are you this? A fan. Also, do you have a favorite phone app that you couldn't live without?
Facebook.
I love it. There you go, Facebook. Keep us connected, please. Okay. I love OneNote. And to be able to connect to it on my phone, on my smartphone, or on my computer kind of thing. So I'm all about productivity apps. Okay. Fun stuff. And any particular favorite TV shows that you really, really like?
That I really, really like. I like FBI. But other than that, I can't. There's nothing popping into my head.
No? Okay. And tell us one thing that's not on your LinkedIn profile.
That I worked at McDonald's for almost 5 years.
There you go. Okay. Probably not really applicable to what you do right now. And that's why, right?
Right.
Wow. That's very cool. Okay. Cool. So besides all these fun things, anything you want to share with us about you personally, or we can just jump into what prompted you to start your business?
Yeah, well, just start with that. I went to law school to make a positive difference for people. And unfortunately, when I graduated, I went to a firm where everything was billed in 6-minute increments, and clients didn't want to call us. They didn't want to get a bill in the mail. And so it felt like it limited our ability to be proactive. And, that sort of was an experience that I was having. I was also kind of doing all sorts of law at this law firm, like real estate one day, tax another day. And I wanted to be more focused. So, I moved and I met my husband and then moved again and decided that I was also interested in estate planning. I'm kind of like the history keeper of my family and sort of, something about it, spoke to me. So I got an LLM in tax from Temple University and an estate planning certificate. And then we moved to New Jersey. And I became a mom and realized that some of the traditional estate planning that I'd been taught would leave my child at risk. And when my kids were a little bit older, I decided that I would open my own practice so that I could do things my way and really provide comprehensive protection for families and children.
Fantastic. That's a great story. And how would you say this new normal, so since we've been going on through the pandemic and everything, would you say how that's affected your business? And has it affected it in any way?
I think there's been some more interest in people realizing that they need a plan because of the illness and people dying. My kids were home in the spring, and so that, it took up energy and time. It just does. And then, so I think overall, I didn't have so much more business, but it was always more informed by what was going on. And that has basically continued as the year has gone on.
Okay. And then I understand that you've given some educational sessions. You've had your 10-minute a few times with Business Connects on Zoom, and where you've given us some education and did some, let's say, presentations. You have some a white paper, is that right, or something like that? That you shared?
I have a free report on my website where you can learn the 7 mistakes or the 7 must-dos for naming guardians for your children. And there are other free offers and things available. The easiest place to find most of them is law.com/link or links. And then, so there's a way to stress test your planning. There's a way to sort of get started with a questionnaire about your, it'll be about your finances, people that you want to take care of things for you.
Okay. So I just shared the link to the Business Connects member directory. So if you're watching and you want to learn more about what Rebecca does and how she can help you, in addition to the links, but you have online events, webinars, right?
Yes.
And are they free of charge?
Yeah, absolutely.
The webinars.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
the most recent one, or the one that's like currently running right now, is at strublawwebinar.com. Super original. Actually, you can go there pretty much anytime and watch the webinar at the top of the next 15 minutes. So it's super convenient. And then there's a couple other times that you can sign up for.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Hey, Caitlin is joining us. Hey, Caitlin. I don't know if you and Caitlin know each other. Caitlin's one of our newer members. All right, cool. So we'll put that link in the chat also. And what would you say, what are your thoughts on keeping up your daily routine and how that's helped your business? It's a struggle, I'm going to say, especially for moms working from home and home-based businesses. What would you say?
I think it's been great for us to really keep to a schedule. I don't want to embarrass my kids, but they go to bed at their normal bedtime. It hasn't shifted at all. And, partly that's us, partly that's them. But, we really wanted everything to stay on schedule. And, we created some new traditions. we used to never watch TV, but now we watch TV while we eat dinner. But mostly we're watching the PBS NewsHour. Gotcha.
A very book smart, very studious family, right?
Yeah. We all like reading.
Okay, that's very cool. It's very important. And would you touch on? Well, do you have anything else that you want to talk about your business? Anything that's changed, or anything that's, like, I'm going to say, relatable within the past year? Anything else that's new?
I don't know that there's anything that's new. I mean, I just really want to encourage people to think about whether they have planning, and really over 50% of Americans don't have any plans in place whatsoever. And it's really, really, really super important. There's sad stories that I can tell about things that have happened. One example is a fiance who found out that her fiance was not in the ICU anymore because he was in the morgue, and she wasn't able to find that out in a nice way because she wasn't on a HIPAA release, and the doctor in the hospital couldn't talk to her. So if you are engaged and you want that your fiance to be involved or make decisions for you. They're not legally next of kin yet.
Yeah. Yet.
And so you need to make those plans. And I can see the mental turning of like, well, when we get married, we should start planning. No, do the planning. And then whatever little things we need to tweak afterwards, we'll tweak them. And it won't be like a whole nother plan because a lot of it won't change. It's just naming the people that you need to name.
Right. Right. Yeah. So many things that have to do with estate planning. And I think there's a misconception that that estate planning is for like the rich and uber famous. And no, it's for everybody. And you have like financial plans that you work with people, right? That it, doesn't have to break the bank kind of thing. You don't want it to take money off their food, off their table is what I'm saying.
Right. I'm glad to work with people on whatever they need to do to make it work.
Super important. Okay. Rebecca, would you touch on your involvement with Business Connects over these past couple of years and how it's impacted your business, if any?
Yeah, sure. Business Connects has been great. It's really, for me, it's been very good to learn about many different kinds of businesses, to get used to talking, to explaining and educating more about what I do, and learn from other people, have a number of people to refer, my clients to, and and the exposure on Facebook and now YouTube and this and the blog and the website and everything is amazing. And it's just been awesome.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it. And then, of course, as you know, anytime there's room for improvement, we're open to it. Another way that you're connected with Business Connects is we have, I understand you're being written into a script of sorts. Is that true?
Yeah. So I'm a seasoned sponsor of the Ghost Walk and the Ghosts of Decret. And so I'm one of the stories, or I'm in one of the stories that one of the ghosts. And you'll have to go to the event to see what that is.
Yep. So that is, in case you're not sure and you're listening, that is on Saturday, May 1st, the Ghosts of Decret, or Decret, which is put on by Haunted History Productions, that our member, Jane, is the founder of Haunted History Productions, or should I say Miss Cookie. It's located at the Ducre School of Art at 1030 Central Avenue in Plainfield. And it's going to start with a car and bike show at 11 a.m. And then there's a ghost walk. That's 11 to 4. And the ghost walk goes from 5:30 to 8 p.m. We'll give you all the links in the comments that will come after we are done with the live. We just ask, so it is outside, but we please ask everyone to please be prepared to wear a mask to keep everybody safe. And you will meet the famous and infamous residents of Plainfield's past. And as Jane says, if you think the spirits only appear in the fall, show up May 1st, if you dare, and find out for yourself. So it is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm sure, Rebecca, if someone was interested in finding out how they get written in the script, they could reach out to you and ask you what it's been, because it's not the first time that you've done this, right?
No, I was also in the script for around Halloween. There was another ghost walk, and that was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it's not a spooky ghost walk. It's a fun, educational ghost walk. Never knew about the stories of people in the past. So we will share all this information and more of Rebecca's contact information. I'm sure Rebecca is open to connecting with people on LinkedIn. If you're interested in her Facebook page, all those links will be here as well. You can also go to businessconnectsnj.com, click on membership, and under that is our member directory, where you scroll down, they're alphabetical by company. You will find Rebecca under Strub Law with all her details. And if you're catching this interview on the replay, please just let us know and add replay in your Facebook or YouTube comments. And you will find this interview on our blog. And I think that's all we have for today. We'll be back next week at a different time at 11 a.m. with Courtney Holloway, our next interview. I got to get a second shot in the arm, so we're making it earlier so we know that I'm all good before the shot and everything. Knock on wood. Got to get rid of this COVID thing in the world and help everybody stay healthy. So that is it. Thank you everybody for watching. Rebecca, thank you for joining me today, and have a great week. Stay healthy, and come visit us at Business Connects and meet Rebecca in person. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.